a senior at Cumberland High School, and I am doing a Duke's Discover project. So to start off today, we are going to be making royal icing. So I've already pre-measured the powdered sugar. I've shifted 4 cups of it, and then I've measured out 3 tablespoons of meringue powder that we're going to add. And then you're going to need 6 tablespoons of water. So we're going to add the water slowly. And then we have to remember to check the consistency as we go along. So to do that, I'm taking this and I'm just mixing it up a little bit. So to check the consistency of the icing, because it needs to be thick, take a spoon and hit it on the top of the bowl, and it's hard to come off. So it's the consistency that we need. The color is a little light, so I'm going to add some more food coloring to darken the color up a little bit. And then this is meringue we're working with, so it's very important to make sure that it's whipped correctly. And a quick fun fact, meringue is just egg whites and sugar. Take a wet towel and just drape it over the bowl, and this will help keep the moisture inside the icing. So now that we've done the icing, I'm going to teach you guys how to make these piping bags so you'll be able to decorate whatever you want. So we're going to start with this plastic piping bag. You can get them just about anywhere, and they come in a bunch of different sizes, but we are working with a 12-inch one. So we are going to cut the bag. And I already took the cutler pieces apart. So the longer piece goes in first. Sometimes you have to recut it just to make sure it can fit. And then I'm going to take the tip that I am using and put it on top. And then take this round piece and it screws on, so that way the tip doesn't go anywhere. So now we're going to start the process of filling up the piping bag. So a cool trick is to get a cup, just a normal cup, and take the bag, put your fingers at the end and fold the bag just like this, and then you can open it up a little bit and stick it in the cup. That way it will be a lot easier to put your icing in the bag. Now that we got our piping bag set, it's time to put the icing in it. Twist the top of it. So the tip that I'm working with right now is called a ruffle tip, and it can be used for making leaves. So I'm going to take it, keep a steady hand, and when using it, remember to turn the bag. So right now I'm using a petal tip. This can be used for making ribbons, and it's the same way. Make sure the fat side is at the bottom, and you're going to twist it. Since we're working with the same frosting, you can actually use just the same bag and change the tips. So right now I'm working with a drop flour tip, and you're just going to press it down, turn it, and then pick it up straight. This is another petal tip, but it is smaller than the one that we used before. So, and there we go. To practice more of the decorating, I have made sugar cookies. The recipe will be provided, and in spirit of the holidays, we've used cookie cutters to make different shapes. We've got a Christmas tree, a gingerbread man, and a snowman. So I am going to use the petal tips to make a ribbon on the Christmas tree. Now that you guys have learned some cool new skills, it's time to test them out yourself and let your imagination run wild. Good luck!